And welcome everybody to another edition of the Brody File. I paused when I said another because it is the final edition of the Brody File. We are moving on to a lot of big and better things. It's going to be great. More on that later in the show. But this is the final show. It all started 7 years ago, January of 2010, 7 years ago. And I was about 15 pounds or so lighter, if you know what I'm saying. Our first guest, Michael Steele. Have a look. You know, you're probably familiar with my blog where we break the news, we make the news, and we keep you up to date on everything happening in the ever-changing political world. The Brody Files show will, in essence, bring the blog to life. We're going to delve deeper by looking at grassroots efforts across the country in the run-up to the 2010 election. We're also going to make you think as we look at how politics and religion intersect. And of course, we're going to bring you the latest newsmakers through in-depth interviews and discussions. Now, speaking of interviews, our first interview is with the ever-quotable, always unpredictable, and yes, sometimes controversial, Michael Steele. The Republican National Committee chairman is a reporter's dream because of his candor. He definitely tells it like it is. I recently sat down with him to discuss everything under the sun: the 2010 election, the Tea Party movement, his new book, the GOP Big Ten philosophy, and yes, his critics. Chairman Steele, I want to ask you why you wanted to write this book. I mean, what was the purpose behind it?
I wanted to write it because I saw my party going adrift. I saw it moving away from certain values and principles that drew me into the party.
Michael Steele on the Brody File as the first guest ever in broadcast history. Actually, Brody File broadcast history. We have been all over the place, so many different locations we've been to. Praise God we haven't been to New Jersey. Sorry, I had to say it. We love New Jersey. But take a look at all the places we've been over the years. Wow, this is an expense report. Have a look. The Brody File in Green Bay, Wisconsin, all decked out, ready to go. The Brody File is on the West Coast in very foggy San Francisco and in Sacramento. And we're in Seattle on the Puget Sound. Are you kidding me? The West Coast Brody File show is next. Clearly we're not in Washington, D.C. Would I be dressed like this in the stuffy old studio? Clearly not. We are in western North Dakota on an active oil rig. We are here, the U.S.-Mexico border near Yuma, Arizona. Look where we are, the Hoover Dam. That's right. Can you believe it's an iconic landmark. Look where we've ended up. We are in the French Quarter here in New Orleans, or as they say down here, New Orleans. Welcome back, everybody, to the Brody File here in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah. Aloha and welcome to beautiful Hawaii as the Brody File goes on the road to one of the most beautiful places in the world. This week on the Brody File, ho, 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 are you kidding me? Look where we are for this year's Christmas show, Christmas in Colorado. A lot of places for the Brody File crew. That's a lot of per diem, you know, well spent, by the way. Hey, show opens. You've seen the coolest hip, you know, hey, we ain't playing open. We've had other opens in the past. Have a look.
Four deep up in the Malibu, I slide through where they slide through and serve beef like a drive-through. My crew brings Christ to the alley. I'm a Cali fool, feed him the rock, call it the alley-oop. Yeah, Brody, you shanking where I bring the word. Gunshots, holding prayer circles where they stain the curb. We make disciples where they're toting Glocks, cause it's funkier than dolphin socks. The block's hotter than some old steam pots. They rock product till the whole thing drops, chopping and hit the block from old green knots. God's the Father, and before he's mocked, he'll make.
Our Brody File show opens throughout the years. It is our final show. We are excited for new opportunities, but hey, all great things, all good things, great things must come to an end. and the Brody File Show is doing just that. All right, we're back in a moment with some more memories, but now, how about some friends of the show give us, I don't know, a few takes on what they've thought of the Brody File throughout the years.
David, congratulations to you and the entire team that puts together the weekly Brody File. It's hard to believe that back in 2004, the Brody File started out as a blog and eventually a few years later started being a weekly program. When I think of the Brody File, a couple of words pop into my head immediately. I think innovation, I think creativity, and I think excellence. For anyone who's interested in politics and wanting to know what's going on around the world politically, the Brody File is must-see TV. You and I joke around a lot. You're someone that I like to tease and say that I try to keep humble, and you do the same for me. But with the utmost respect and appreciation, I just want to say thank you for raising the bar in broadcasting and in journalism and being an example for so many in this profession. We appreciate the work you do, and we appreciate the entire team.
The Brody File Show has been such a big part of my work life for 7 years now. Wow, what a great ride. David, you are to be commended for creating an informative, entertaining show that made news, but most importantly, helped spread the love and message of Jesus. Kudos to you. I'm homesick this week, which is why I'm wearing the sunglasses, but I wanted you to know that my heart is with you as all the many hands who make the Brody File possible wave farewell. I will always think of myself as Jenny in the B Block. You go, girl.
Jennifer was Sean with some wonderful comments, appropriately in the B Block, because she is Jenny in the B Block here on the Brody File, our farewell show. Hey, one of the things the Brody File likes to do, we like to invade homes, and we do it legally, but we call it a Brody File home invasion. That's right, Brody File likes to go into folks' homes, newsmakers over the years. Take a look. Kevin McCarthy, Majority Leader, we were in his home. I believe they served us food, if I'm not mistaken. They did, I can confirm that. Ted Cruz, we were there early in the morning down in Texas, him and his wife Heidi, that was nice. Rand Paul, I mean, come on. And we were even like, well, we weren't like deer hunting or doing any bird hunting. Did I just say bird hunting? I can't believe I just said that. Anyhow, the point is we were with him and Kelly Paul down there in, where does he live? Oh, that's right, Kentucky. And then, of course, there is Ben Carson, West Palm Beach. That's pretty swanky. And of course, finally, how can we forget our good friend, Rick Santorum? Literally our good friend. He should be a Brody File contributor. We were there in his home, him and his wife, Karen, and the wonderful family, even playing the piano and all that. I mean, what a day. Anyhow, real neat to be inside these folks' homes. Look, that's where we get to know the folks, and that's why we have so much exclusive access.
My top 3 Brody File moments: going to Colorado, taking a snowmobile trip across the Rocky Mountains, breathtaking views, was wonderful. We actually filmed a show out there. Number 2, the North Dakota oil boom trip. We were trapped in this Twilight Zone time zone void where there was like, we were neither in the central time zone or the mountain time zone. We never knew what time it was. We couldn't synchronize our cell phones. It was crazy. And third, I would say the trip to Donald Trump's golf course in California, riding in the golf carts across the Pacific Ocean view. It was absolutely incredible. And my favorite Brody File story, I'm gonna go with the Kuntz, Texas cheerleaders. And I was field producing that trip, and I told David Brody to get out there with the cheerleaders and cheer. They had been sued for displaying Bible verses at high school football games, and Brody got out there, did his thing, cheering alongside the cheerleaders, and it was very entertaining.
David has been a big mentor for me since I came up to work in the CBN News DC Bureau, and he's just always so selfless with the way he shares his contacts and really tries to boost up everybody in the office to be the best that they can be, and it's just a delight to work with him. And one of my favorite Brody File moments was I had the honor of going to Miami with David for one of the debates, and we were filming the Brody File throws. It was about 90 degrees in Miami, and we decided to go film the throws kind of on the beach, oceanfront. So David always films the Brody File looking very dapper in a suit. So I thought, okay, it's really hot outside, maybe he'll make an exception today. But oh no, we sure enough were on the beach in Miami, and David was in a full-on suit surrounded by all these people in bathing suits, and he pulled it off. It looked great. He even ran to dip his toes in the water at one point, and he was just always coming up with the most creative ideas. Another one of my favorite moments was the Christmas special, where we all got to get on ice skates and join David in the ice skating rink, and it was just such a great time. So it has been an absolute pleasure to be a part of this show, and I know that you have wonderful things in store.
And of course, Abigail Robertson with some wonderful comments. We love Abby. She's so hip. She, you know, what's the haps, the whole millennial thing. She ramps up the show. She has ramped up the show big time. Speaking of someone else who's ramped up the show, Jenna Browder. She's been a wonderful addition to the Brody File. As a matter of fact, Jenna and I are going to be doing a show, FYI, on Facebook. We already do it, but we're really going to ramp that up with a lot of newsmakers. That's one of the things going forward. It's called Brody and Browder. You may have heard of it. It's a bit narcissistic. We like it that way. Anyhow, Jenna's been a wonderful addition. I believe she has some comments that we've actually paid her to say, because I don't think she would normally have said this if we didn't pay her. Have a look. No, that's not true. Have a look.
Well, there are so many great memories with the Brody File. I have to say my favorite is probably getting to cover the presidential election this past fall. We did one trip. It was the Rust Belt road trip, and we were in Pennsylvania, in Ohio, and then all the way down in North Carolina. 3 states in a matter of 2 days. So we had a lot of car time together, and I have to say, David Brody, I'm just so grateful to have you as a friend, as a mentor, and you are just so much fun to be around. Such a light here at CBN and for everybody who you're around. So thank you, and here's to a great Brody File run.
Jenna Browder, part of Brody and Browder, probably the better half, if you will, of Brody and Browder. Well, maybe not the better half. We'll talk about that. All right, when we come back, memories. Don't worry, Barbra Streisand not here to sing that, but we have some memories down, guess what? Memory lane. It makes sense. Back in a moment on this final edition of the Brody File.
Well, David, it's been a blast. From covering everything from Mike Huckabee to Mike Pence to the Donald, what can I say? It's been a great ride. We'll always have late nights at Taco Bell, and we'll always have the middle of the day at the machine shed. Here's looking at you, Brody.
I believe she has some comments that we've actually...
Oh, hey there. By now you're about 15 minutes and 30 seconds into the show. I should know because I'm editing it. Let me know how that turns out. Speaking of goodbyes, it's been an honor to be a part of the Brody File, David Brody. From shooting a show on the back of a snowmobile, to drone hunters, to shooting stand-ups on a boat. It's been a wonderful ride, and I look forward to the next adventure.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Brody File, the crew. Boy, I tell you what, Brody File show, hold on for a second, doesn't happen without the crew. Phenomenal, top to bottom, top notch. Tier A crew. Thank you for everything all of you have done throughout the years. Really do appreciate it. Hey, by the way, speaking of the crew, how about the producers of this show? Amber C. Strong, Dana Ritter from years ago. All right, not that many years ago. Don't worry, Dana. I didn't try to date you too much. But Amber and Dana, the producers of these shows, this show, I mean, I don't even know what to say, but they do. Have a look.
Well, David, I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed being a part of the Brody File with you from the beginning, and I brought some props for memories. So I thought I would dig this up, the original Brody File show philosophy. It's Meet the Press with a dash of Comedy Central and a sprinkling of Jesus. And I was kind of reminiscing whether or not we kind of hit that goal. So kind of meet the press. Maybe could have gone a little more meet the press with that. I think we went way beyond the dash of Comedy Central and maybe more like a dose of Comedy Central. And I think we should have even started out with more than just a sprinkling of Jesus. We always need more Jesus, right? I thought I would dig this out of the archives. Brody File Family. This is from when we did a show in Disney World and we were really tired from carrying the gear around all day, so we rented a stroller, and all of the families that were at Disney World were putting their family names in the stroller, and so we put ours in there as well. So Brody File Family. And then my last prop is fun with video graphics. This is from a graphic request that we made in the early days of the Brody File for Elephant in the Room animation. If I remember correctly, the elephant ended up like boinging across the screen, and we created a lot of bobbleheads and just ridiculous video graphics. But anyway, just thought I would have some props for the Brody File, so that's all.
David Brody, where do we begin? I know where we begin. 3 years ago, I sat in a cab with you and we drove over to Capitol Hill, and I had no idea that that was going to be my audition to be your producer. Lo and behold, I got the job. What else I didn't know is that we would travel the world together and we would interview everyone from top celebrities to politicians. And the biggest thing I didn't know is that we would have so much fun. Like, we have fun. Like my singing in the car and the fact that you're so cool that you knew the songs that I was singing. I think the most fun I had was the New Orleans trip, where we ate good food, we heard good music, and I was pregnant and super sick, but we still had fun regardless. I just want to thank you for your tenacity and for every lesson that you've taught me. You've taught me to be relentless and to never take no for an answer. And I look forward to whatever it is that the future will bring for you and for the team here at CBN. Was that 1 minute, Steve? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like a good producer, right on time. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. I was short. That's Amber C. Strong right here. All right, Amber out. David, blessings to you.
Dana and Amber, best in the business. Back in a moment.
I'm standing on the shores of the Sea of Galilee, and I want to offer best wishes to my friend David Brody. A wonderful career at CBN. God bless you, and best wishes for your future.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Brody File. Hey, before we leave you on this final edition of the Brody File, how could we not relive some sights and sounds, some memories throughout the years? I love you, America. God bless America. Dennis is getting a shot of my belly. montage of the Brody File in pictures. It has been a wonderful, wild ride. I could speak for a very long time about this show. It's been 7 not long years, just fun-filled, wonderful years. You know, our slogan all along has been we're a combination of Meet the Press, a dash of Comedy Central, and a sprinkling of Jesus. And I hope every week we've tried to bring that to all of you out there in TV land. I am so thankful for the crew. I am so thankful for all the newsmakers who made this show happen. I am so thankful for the CBN family back in Virginia Beach who gave us the latitude to do this show. In essence, it's the show you always had as a kid in your basement, and we just decided to bring it to television and have a little fun. Lots of new, exciting experiences on the way. Don't worry. All of us here at the Brody File won't be going away. It's not like we're going to be raptured or anything. But we are going to be going on to great, wonderful, bold adventures ahead. You can catch us on cbnnews.com. The Brody File blog still around. Catch us there. It's going to be a wild ride during the Trump administration. So for everybody here at the Brody File, God bless and have a great life. I'm going to drop the mic. Can I drop the mic? I think this is where I drop the mic.
One more thing. We've had several guests on our show, but we forgot to invite one very important person that we hold near and dear to our hearts. And since I'm editing the show, I can invite whoever I want to. This one's for you, Brody.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!